much easier. In a world that is bereft of kindness, in a world so full of scientists, yet lacking the science of love, in a world with many engineers who cannot engineer the sense of humanity, in a world full of great teachers as I have seen, who struggle to teach the art of kindness. Young people today are called to be the emblem of hope for a world so full of professionals, yet not professionally endearing themselves to one another. When I was told to speak here today, I was told to write a speech, and I retorted, I shall not write a speech because I come here to have a conversation with young people, to have a conversation on UBUNTU, a Nguni word, which means I am because you are. In Xhosa, it is a reflection on the sense of humanity. And I quickly remembered the story of Henry Ford, the founder of all the Ford cars you have seen, parked at home or driving on the streets. And Henry Ford, in hiring the top engineers of the Ford company, settled on two brilliant people, excellent engineers, Saints called GPAs, distinctions, name it, they were so brilliant, so he was confused. He said, what shall I do to be able to end up picking the right one? Because at the interview level, they are both brilliant. Their scores are the same. They have had the greatest education. We have subjected them to interviews, and they have both passed. Then Henry Ford took them for lunch. And while having lunch with the two engineers, he observed what happened. He had an hour's meeting over lunch with them. And at the end of the lunch, Henry Ford looked at the one to the left and said, you are hired. And the one on the right told him, you can go home. You will not be joining us at Ford. Naturally, the one who was not picked asked, Mr. Ford, I thought we have been great, and I thought I have passed. I've looked at my papers. In a pool of thousands that sought to join you as the head of engineering, I thought I'd easily be the best. After all, I have come from Stanford. He looked at him and said, you see, I observed you while we were at lunch. I saw how you were discourteous to the ladies who were serving us. I watched your horrible and unfortunate attitude. Unlike your other colleague, who when the waitress dropped a cup, he was there to try and help. And each time he was served, he said, thank you. And when he wanted something, he requested and asked, please, may I have this? And you, on the other hand, were frowning upon the waitress. You carried yourself with a sense and air of importance. You demeaned the waitress because you did not see value in her. You forgot that you are because she is. We are because others are. The journey of life is not dependent on our excellence. The journey of life is so great for high achievers like yourselves, and that's fine. But you soon realize that what turns the motor and the wheels of life are not our brilliance or the families that we come from. It's not that we have had the advantage to be in this room when thousands of other young people up there would have yearned to be in this room. I am because you are is an understanding that the climate cannot be what we want it to be unless you do your part and someone else does their part in Yugoslavia. I am because you are. is the teaching of kindness, to understand that we can infect the world with the right attitude. I am because you are is an understanding that humanity sits at the base of who we intend to become and how we intend to impact the world. I am because you are. When we realize I am because you are is a rallying call for a better world, then we'll know that if you do your part, it impacts on someone else. We will learn to respect the others because that is a cornerstone of UBUNTU. We will learn to treat and accept everybody, the lowly and the mighty alike. We will learn to cherish and dignify people. We will learn that we may be top of our class, but the one who is bottom in the class by performance is just as great because they have a role to play and they have something we may not have. I am because you are. Young people, the generations that have gone ahead of us have not demonstrated the spirit of UBUNTU. They have not demonstrated the sense of humanity. In the city today, everyone rushes into their silos. Everyone tries to create their own world, and they go, and it's been exacerbated by tech. Locked up in phones and not having conversations to cherish something else that your neighbor does not have. Young people, would you spend time knowing the name of the person you came into this place not knowing, and asking what they love and how that may infect you to be a better person? I have been in government. I have been the deputy minister or minister of state or chief administrative secretary, whatever suits you. At a young age, I have seen how it is possible to have so much power yet so little humanity. I speak to you who are appointed to go and be diplomats in years to come. Out of this hall shall become presidents, and out of this place shall become revered engineers. Out of this place shall become great nurses, and out of this convention shall become great political leaders. When you go out to seek and to lead, know this one fact: we are because others are. We do not live in an island. The world is one tiny village, and an act of kindness in Nairobi impacts on someone in Lagos. And an act of kindness in Lagos touches someone in Switzerland. And an act of kindness in Eswatini is a blessing to someone in Italy and in Russia. And soon, when we set on a path of humanity and respecting others and understanding that we are not here as sojourners doing life on our own, and that we are dependent on the interlinkages between us and the rest, then we will go out on a rally call,